Так, всем привет, проверка звука. Так, всем привет, проверка звука. Ну что ж, продолжаем наши приключения по Хогвартсу. Ну что ж, продолжаем наши приключения по Хогвартсу. Продолжаем наши приключения по Хогвартсу. Так, ну что ж, продолжаем. Продолжаем играть в Hogwarts Legacy. Вернитесь в класс профессора Фига. Да, мы можем к нему телепортироваться. По-моему, должны. Да, вот он.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
О, новые состязания. Мы туда
Meet
сейчас
me in
пойдем.
Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Какое задание основное?
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Так, задание. Пока заданий много появилось. Давайте посетим сначала так, что это? Занятие по травологии.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Handy.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Нам 10 минут ждать, чтобы семя проросло. Ну, что поделать?
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion.
Ну мы теперь выполним что-нибудь другое. Возможно, на битву палочек пойдем.
What say we branch out? Introduce you to a different
нет.
sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Давайте все возьмем. Так.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
А эта капуста-то жестокая такая, ее накинуть на врага и вообще четко будет.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pot. Damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Так, а эта херня-то еще не выросла. Бадьян. Давайте пока выполним другие задания. Какие у нас другие задания? Занятие по зельеварению. Девушка из Угаду. Так, а вот чтобы экспеллиармус получить, мне что нужно? Она хочет от нас, чтобы мы выполнили пару уклонений и использовали инцендио. А давайте тогда пойдем на скрещенные палочки. Так, подожди, что-то... Где они? Вот они. Ну вот сюда, да, можно. Почему не сюда? Я хочу сюда телепортироваться.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Cross Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Да, давайте также с Себастьяном. У нас неплохо
Yes,
получается.
Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Чё их четверо-то? Чё их каждый раз больше-то? Чё они количеством-то берут? Так, мне нужно выполнить уклонение. Еще надо не забывать об этом.
Incendio.
Почему инцендио не сработало? Давай еще раз.
Incendio.
О, это другое дело совсем. Ты чё, на кого? Ты думаешь, я не знаю, что такое контратака? Так, ты все, да? Ах, нет. Спасибо, Себастьян. Хорош. Это не вообще не активное. Неинтересно.
Incendio.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Спасибо.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Так, где наша награда? Я хочу посмотреть ее. Там, по-моему... Так, подожди. Так, это все. Коллекции. Так, инвентарь нам нужен. Нет, снаряжение. А где это все? Я пока не понимаю. Я же в испытаниях. Или когда все откроется, я смогу только получить. Внешний вид снаряжения. Легендарная накидка. Или это как скин считается? Сейчас, подожди. А, да. О, нифига себе. Прикольно выглядит. Правда, ну так, как-то... Ладно. Давайте пока поставим, там уже дальше разберемся. Что-то еще было, что-то еще было. О, вот перчи нам нужны красивые. Вот такие прям сразу ставим. Так, наряд мы уже смотрели. Так, шейные аксессуары. Давайте с нашим символом нашего факультета поставим. Так, это мы сделали. Очки. Так, ладно, нет, очки пока оставим. А шапочка у нас есть какая-нибудь? Нет, шапки нету. Ну все, идем дальше. А ты куда пошла?
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
Ну не надо тут, не надо. Так. Какие у нас еще задания? Все, надо уклониться еще 4 раза. Тренировка по комбинациям. Давай, пока мы тут сразу это сделаем.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the
Hello,
training
Lucan.
dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Yes, let's go, man.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Так, поехали. Раз, два, три.
Excellent form.
Ну все, падай. Дальше, что? Вот это надо запомнить, что сначала фиолетовая, а потом красная. Как она называется, я уже не помню. Что она притягивает. Блин! Не то сделал. Куда ты поехал? Крыса палочка. А что я сделаю, если она в перезарядке была? Да давай! Да это бред. Как я должен успеть? Подожди. Помедленнее, может, чуть-чуть.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
Так, кайфуй, можно идти дальше. Какое следующее задание? Ну, на зелье варенье пойдем. А как сюда попасть? Или я сюда не могу? Могу.
Maybe always, or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black.
Desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Так, нужно собрать яйца и собрать мех.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Блин, ну как будто не знаю, мы первый раз на этом занятии. Да давайте попробуем, чё,
I'll get you
господи.
the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Вдруг он реально что-то важное сварит, потом у него возьмем.
Your potion should not be...
Так, мех. Это что? Так, какие-то указания для профессора. Перо и яйца.
Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in an unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Так, зелье, которое усиливает защиту выпившего, покрывая его прочной каменистой кожей. 30 секунд надо подождать.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Ясно. Зря ему помогли.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr.
Так, зелье приготовлено.
Weasley did not do this on his own. His
Кайфуем,
accomplice
мы
will
еще
answer
очки
to me as
теряем.
well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me.
О,
I shall assume that you've
очки
learned
не
a
сняли.
lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Так, что дальше? Задачу профессора мы еще не выполнили. Надо встретиться с девушкой из Угаду. Капец, она далеко. Так. Можно к выходу телепортироваться. Так, ладно. Пробежимся по Хогвартсу немного.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Как уйти-то отсюда? А, вот дверь.
Against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying.
Accio!
Ой. А. Вот так
Revelio.
это делать. Так, сейчас, секунду. Все, продолжаем. А это что такое за здание? Зашли, обыскали. Ну ладно.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
О, наконец-то.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Ну, пока не надо ей говорить. Мы сами еще толком мало чего знаем. Что профессору обещали.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
Так, у нас плюс один союзник. Что за суета? Помочь незнакомке.
They must have come this way. Think!
О, кажется, сейчас будем разбираться.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You there! I've a pork pie in my belly, do you want? You think this is a blooming greenhouse? Show up!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Stop right there! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this soldier from the first gate, buddy! Tiger!
Так, тут какой-то враг посерьезнее уже. Ну ничего, сейчас мы с ним тоже разберемся. Ой, как протега. Как там надо было бой за 4 секунды завершить, если мне казалось? Все? А, нет.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Так, там какие-то испытания Мерлина еще должны быть, я знаю. Вроде это они.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Так, а как это сделать? Да, вот они, испытания Мерлина.
See that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about...
Incendio! Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes.
Так, разные испытания дают разные награды. Пройдите испытания Мерлина. Я не успел дальше прочитать. Ладно. Что там дальше? Испытания. Бой. Победите темных волшебников. Так, еще 5 надо. Исследование. А, вот, увеличенная вместимость вашего снаряжения. Надо еще одно пройти. Да. Понял.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Так, окей, мы получили новое письмо. Что это за тип стоит? А, это девушка.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Ну, не сказать, что горю желанием, ну давай.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Okay,
I
давай.
do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Подожди, а где это место? Оно вон там прям? Подожди, задание. А, вот сюда мне прям надо, да? А куда меня ведет карта? Подожди, там. Оно к основному заданию ведет, походу. Еще раз. Да, надо нырнуть сюда. Так, очки надо будет продать лишние. Блин, водичка-то холодная, еще простыну.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
О, очки с глазами дракона. И перчатки. Нормально. Но в целом успешно сходили.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Как залезть? Что, я запрыгнуть не могу сюда?
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
Да, но просто так не отдам. Да, я оставлю ее себе. Да, вот держи. Да, забирай.
I did.
Господи.
I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Так, давайте посмотрим, что мы достали оттуда. Нападение увеличенное. И очки какие-то хорошие. Не, ну они приколдес, конечно. Хотя, смотри, эти легендарные, а эти эпические, необычные. Разведчики банды. Дуэлянтка банды. Что, все просмотрели? Так, какие задания дальше? Так, задачу профессора Гекат мы выполнили. Нужно вернуться в класс защиты от темных искусств. Давайте это сделаем, потому что я хочу новые заклинания. Да, мы до этого гнома доберемся, эльфа или кто он? Эльф, по-моему.
hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Так, новое заклинание, надо его поставить. Expelliarmus. Выбивает палочки или другое оружие из рук врагов. Различные типы врагов реагируют на это по-разному.
Expelliarmus! You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Так, все, теперь основное задание. Где оно, где оно, где оно? На выходе, что ли, где-то? Найдите записку Скроупа во дворе. А я здесь пройду вообще? Да, пройду. Так, подожди. Ревелио. Так. Так, Скроуп хочет нам помочь, да, получается? Оставил записку, она лежит в кругу камней за мостом. Будьте осторожны, никому не говорите об этом.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Так, где-то здесь за камнями он сказал. Вот она. Нет. Да-да. Как ее взять-то? Так, ладно. А, я понял, как ее взять. Это квест какой-то. Найди то, найди то.
Ah, I think I know just the place.
Теперь каким-то тыквом надо.
Revelio.
Так, теперь нужен заброшенный причал какой-то.
This had better not be a trick.
Ой. А я урон, наверное, получу, если спрыгну. Хотя нет, невысоко.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Ну окей, давай.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast. Place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages.
Удачи в поисках страницы и кольца. Спасибо. Так, исследуйте грот. Ух ты ж, ё-моё, чё вас так много-то? Поднимите воздух на пиройку, используя ее язык. Как это сделать-то? Ой, они серьезные какие-то, нет? Давайте эту херню кинем. Пусть она разбирается. Жрет его? Давай, давай, родная. Твою же. Что так жестко-то бьете? Как используя ее язык, как ее поднять в воздух? Блин, я сейчас отъеду походу. Чего вас так много-то? Шалеть. Походу с ним не надо было драться. Хватит не атаковать, успокойтесь. Давайте еще эту херню накинем. Хилится, хилится, срочно.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
А чё, ни одно заклинание на него не действует? А как надо было ее в воздух поднять, используя ее язык, я не понимаю. Так, ну какие-то... Ладно, награды потом заберем. Но это потное месиво было, конечно.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Это какое-то убежище, типа. Какая-то секретная комната, я не знаю. Журнал Аполлонии Блэк.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next?
Ясно, ни страниц, ни кольца, ни шиша.
Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages.
О, господи.
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Так, привет, когда она высовывает язык, используешь левиоса. А, ё-моё. Спасибо, брат, спасибо. А то я что-то вообще потерялся, когда это задание увидел. Так.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Ну, пойдем немного разочаруем этого эльфа. Ну, давай, родной, греби быстрее. Так, подожди, а Левиоса это же вот это вот, да? Да, все, понял.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Что у нас дальше? Там какие-то награды были, кстати. Ай, где они? В коллекции? Не, подожди. В испытаниях. Так, рецепт с характеристикой снаряжения и еще один. А, ну мы его пока не можем получить. Так, и все. Старый журнал. Язык топиройки. А, для фокусирующего зелья. Эти зелья с заклинаниями еще выговорить не получается. Так, ну что ж, пойдем дальше. А это что такое? А это испытание или нет? Какой-то вход в пещеру. Так, сейчас посмотрим, что это такое. Встречи... все, надо с призраком этим встретиться. Что он так далеко-то? А это сюда поставить надо? Блин. Поджечь. О, в натуре. Так, а что там вообще? Меня там отышачит, наверное, сейчас. Шляпа колдуна. А, и все? Ну ладно, тоже неплохо. Хотя, подожди, может, надо было проверить этим заклинанием. Там еще что-нибудь было. Не, ничего нет. Так, ну все, куда там идти-то дальше? Требования Экспеллиармус. Так, карта. Карта Хогвартса. Нет, не, карта мира. Запретный лес. Что это за звуки? А, это эти разговаривают. Пока будем так понемногу все собирать, вдруг нам понадобится потом. Да, это еще и 9 уровня. Так, ну, я тебя трогать не буду. Давай мы просто разбежимся в разные стороны. Так, а там что-то много кого. Это разбойники, наверное. Они тоже 9-го, но я думаю, мы их раскидаем, они, наверное, не такие потные. Эй, брат, привет! Ой, так, надо собрать эти для мощного удара. Все, один остался, нет, двое осталось. Ну и ты напоследок, иди сюда. Там мы тебя закидаем просто. Откуда исчезло? Чего не попадаю по нему? Что это такое? Волк, а не маг. Блин, я начинаюсь чуть-чуть. Так, сейчас как тренировались. Все же? А, нет. Все, раскидали. Еще пещера какая-то. А, ну они ее типа охраняли. Три монеты всего. В этом заклинании всякие рецепты по косарю стоят. У меня там 200, дай бог, наберется. Так, ладно, побежим дальше. 8.
Here I am, as good as my word.
Ты где? А.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Так, пошли.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
Блин, да пауки что ли какие-то?
Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
Так, нужна купальня для
Is
птиц.
that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Как много знаков, что мне туда не надо-то, а?
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Так, подожди. Это что? Пушинки какие-то. Да что за черти? Они добрые?
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is. Just as Jackdaw described.
Так, прошепти. Так, пароль нужен.
Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Суета, суета. Сейчас раскидаем.
Incendio.
Блин, не надо было использовать него. Так, где следующий?
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Так, пошли.
I wonder how big this place is.
Фига здоровая пещера.
I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for
Я могу
long.
зажечь этот символ, но он быстро гаснет.
I need to light all three before they time out.
Раз, два, три. Вот так. Да.
Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
А вот и паутина, значит, скоро пауки будут.
I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Так, попадите в горящего паука, чтобы взорвать его. Сколько вас тут? Да что ж так много всегда. Так, в горящего надо его поджечь. Да где он? Еще... Попади! Я еще промахнулся заклинанием. Все. Так, мне надо... Куда? В какую сторону? В ту. А тут что? Ящик какой-то. И много пауков. Блин, у меня всего 3 хилки осталось.
I'm not gonna touch those.
Подождите, пока он готовится. Успешно используйте щитовые чары. Какие чары? Так, погоди, что такое щитовые чары? Они у меня есть вообще? Либо это типа... Так, ладно, сейчас попробуем. Да, это просто защита. Опять, а чё так много-то, а?
Incendio.
Блин, поджечь его надо было. Ёб твою.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio.
Вот пополз. Так, все, всех отышачили. И ради чего мы столько боролись? Осенний шарф. А он, может, хороший какой-то. А, он легендарный. Нападение плюс 17. Так это давайте, конечно, надо. Мне надо продать лишнее, типа вот. За 30 монет. Что у меня еще там было лишнего. А что снаряжение горит? А, у меня же шапка еще есть. Ё-моё, что за тип? Блин. Хоть она меня особо прикалывает, но защита нам нужна. Ладно, давайте так оставим. Что тут? А, это все, что мы насобирали. А, вот они. Внешний вид снаряжения. И... Так, что-то еще. Форма констебля. А, мы ее не можем еще получить. Что за внешний вид? Это... Какого снаряжения? Вот этого? Ё-моё! Я только не понимаю, а это просто внешний вид или характеристики тоже меняются? 31, 35. Так, еще проверим. Бежи, где оно было? Здесь. 31, 35, а так тоже 31, 35. Значит, просто внешний вид. А скорость у меня меняется, как в каком Dark Souls, я не знаю, либо еще где-нибудь. Давайте пока так побегаем, пока мы в пещере. Потом поменяем. Так, все, продолжаем. Блин, там опять что-то. Нам в какую сторону-то вообще? В ту. Ну ладно, пойдем туда. Опять эти черти, да что ж такое-то, а? Мне хилиться уже почти нечем. Иди сюда. Так. Сюда.
Perhaps the next symbol is
вот
hidden
он.
somewhere. Remarkable.
А там что такое? Или мне интересно посмотреть, что в эти пещеры, но мне бы похилиться еще чем-нибудь. Если плотная битва будет. 58 монет. Да прыгай. Так, надо их соединить.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Блин, не-не-не, стой, не то. Мы встанем на нее. Так, куда надо? Налево или прямо? Давай сначала сюда зайдем. Но нам, походу, не туда. Тут ящик просто есть. Ой, еще 60 минут.
I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Accio!
Да они бесконечные, что ли, я не понимаю. Мне надо комбинацию из 30 ударов провести. Или что? Где следующий? Вот, куда он пропал? А, нашел. Блин, у меня еще и комбинация обновилась. Блин, надо его заклинанием остановить, что он не уполз никуда.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough.
Блин,
in
мне
his
звук
search for this cave.
звук этих доспехов немного раздражает. Вернемся к плащу. Тут больше нападения на 2. Но она редкая, типа. Ладно, пока так сделаем, потом разберемся. Враг с стеснением. Он должен быть хороший. Да, прекрасно. Так, там ничего нет. Ладно, не, побежали дальше. Так. Блин, сколько тут этих штук-то? Я не знаю, нужен мне этот сок вообще или нет. Давай соберем, там дальше разберемся.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he
Коричневый
be?
ночной колпак, но он мне не нужен. Он какой-то херовый. Что, выкинуть тогда сразу? Хотя он 90 монет стоит. Продадим его потом, пока место в инвентаре все равно есть. Да, надо будет продать потом. Деньги тоже нужны. Так, а что дальше? Я не сюда прибежал, что ли? Ё-моё, какая пещера здоровая-то, а? А, вот он. Сейчас будем кататься. Куда нам нужен-то вообще? Ой, стой, стоп.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Защитные очки для квиддича. Вот это я тип, конечно. Так, я потерялся. Куда мне идти-то? Я изначально не туда свернул, что ли? Так, стоп. Сюда или я отсюда прибежал? Блин, я уже запутался в этих пещерах.
There it is.
А,
The
все
bridge is
правильно.
almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw.
Капуста, а ты чё не жуешь-то никого? Ошалеть, я ща грибу. Блин, еще кнопки не те. Попадите в другого врага, взорвав паука. Все. Ё-моё. Это что за черти? А древний давай. Она убьет? Ну так попроще уже жить. Да блин, в кнопках запутался. Ну вот мы и встретились. А, ты что? Значит, ты сейчас древний отъедешь.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Leviosa.
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackal came this way.
Блин, сколько у меня зубов уже их. Так, наград потом заберем.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Комплект одежды какой-то. О, фига, он защиту повышает.
I'll need to look around for the symbol.
Так, и... Ага, я понял. Третья.
Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages.
О, я вижу этих товарищей наших. Ой, вон еще. А отвар всего один. Ладно.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
А, вот этот
Thank you for
Ричард.
keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Неизвестный предмет какой-то. Подожди, я хочу посмотреть, что это такое. Как его открыть? Отнесите предмет, выручай комнату. У меня пока и нет. Музыка боевая. Будет суета.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
Ох, ёпта. Откуда-то прилетел. Понял, откуда прилетел.
Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
Теперь Биг Боссы остались. А давай вот так сделаем. Ну этих уже дотыкаем палочкой своей.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
Опа, отойди.
Incendio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Оружие убери. Оружие выбьем.
Expelliarmus.
И добьем его.
Incendio.
Ой, что это такое?
That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no. The room's starting to flood.
А ты чё стоишь-то?
How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
А, мы защитные.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?